That's me all over. Come on in. Promise I won't try to kiss you again. Unless you stop taking your own advice.
A doctor who treats herself as a fool for a patient. I regretted leaving your house the other night.
Regretted? Implying that you're no longer regretting? Or are you still in a state of regret?
I'm crisscrossing the state line.
What side of the line you on now?
Got 1 foot firmly planted on both sides.
You telling me that to confuse me?
No, I'm telling you that to be honest about how I feel. I don't want to mislead you, but I don't want to lie to you either.
I won't lie if you don't.
I have feelings for you, Will. I can't just have an affair with you. It would be reckless.
Why? Why? And it is not because you have a professional curiosity about me.
No. It's because I think you're unstable. And until that changes, I can only be your friend.
Thank you for not lying.
Do you feel unstable?
I'm trying to be understated when I say that this is a bad idea.
Freddie Lowndes is dangerous.
She said she wanted me to write about you guys in the book.
You would be forfeiting your privacy and ours.
All of this will change. Whatever you're feeling now, that won't last. Things change. Things are changing for me, too. I've been doing some accounting of what's important in my life and what isn't. You are important, Abigail.
Just because you killed my dad doesn't mean you get to be him.
Abigail, we've been through a traumatic event. No one more traumatized than you, Abigail, but we went through it together. What you write about all of us.
I don't need your permission.
And you don't need our approval, but I hope it would mean something.
I know what people think I did. They're wrong. Why can't I tell everybody that they're wrong?
You have nothing to apologize for.
Yet. But if you open this door, Abigail, you won't control what comes through. Are you ready for that?
The display was built in Grafton for a reason. Totem poles commemorate special events. They tell the story of a life. If Joel Summers is his finale, then this lowest body on the pole will be our killer's beginning. His first.
Fletcher Marshall, murdered in 1973, beaten to death right in Grafton. His grave was robbed 5 days ago.
No one convicted of killing him?
Not yet.
So our guy got away with it 40 years ago.
So we kept on going.
There will be a connection between Joel Summers and Fletcher Marshall.
Will, need you in my office. Nicholas Boyle turned up in Minnesota, dead. His body was found in the woods. He was frozen. They thawed him out fairly quickly, but they said they can't tell if he died a week ago, 6 weeks ago, or the night that he disappeared.
How did he die?
Knife wound, he was gutted. I've had the body flown down here. I want Abigail Hobbs to identify it for us.
You already have a positive ID?
Not from Abigail Hobbs.
You can't put her in a room with Nick Boyle's body. She already has nightmares about him, Jack.
I'm curious about why.
You can't think that she has something to do with this.
I think Abigail Hobbs is the common denominator between her father, Marissa Shore, and Nicholas Boyle. They all go back to Abigail. My instincts tell me that Abigail has answers that we have not heard.
What are the questions, Jack?
Let's start with where she goes when she climbs the walls of the psychiatric facility. Maybe she's meeting Nicholas Boyle. None of us know what was really going on between them.
I want to go on record as saying that this is a very bad idea. Hannibal?
Jack has the look of a man with no interest in any opinion but his own.
I want you to observe on this, Alana.
If you're putting Abigail in the room with the body, I want to be there.
Sorry, Will. I am not confident with your ability to be objective about Abigail Hobbs right now. Alana.
He could do Abigail irreparable damage exposing her to this.
Perhaps she's stronger than we think.
Miss Hobbs, I want you to look at this man. Is this the same person that attacked you, Dr. Bloom, and Dr. Lecter at your home?
That's him.
Good. I just have a few other questions I'd like you to answer. Have you seen this man since the night he attacked you?
Could you cover him up?
I just need you to answer the question first, please.
No. I haven't seen him since he attacked me.
This man, Nicholas Boyle, was gutted with a hunting knife. You knew how to do that. Your father taught you.
Jack, I won't be party to this.
Then you can leave. You're here by invitation, by courtesy, Dr. Bloom. Please don't interrupt me again.
You think I did this?
Where do you go when you escape from the hospital, Abigail?
Sometimes into the city, sometimes into the woods. Sometimes just out. I go get away from this. To be alone where I can think, breathe.
Did you ever meet with Nicholas Boyle on one of your little getaways from the hospital? Did the two of you know each other before the night he attacked you? Did he know your father?
No.
And you know nothing about his death?
I know he tried to kill me. And when he was trying to kill me, all I could think was that I was gonna die in that house after all. But I didn't. I survived. Dr. Bloom and Dr. Lecter saved my life. They saved me from him.
And you haven't seen him since?
Only in my nightmares.
Are we done? I'll be just a moment, Abigail.
You believe her?
I think Abigail Hobbs is damaged. There is something she's using every ounce of that strength to keep buried, but it's not the murder of Nicholas Boylejack.
What makes you so sure?
Because any reservations I have about Abigail don't extend to Hannibal. He has no reason to lie about any of this.
It can be a comfort to see the broken, bloated corpse of a monster. I know it can never come back.
Nick Boyle wasn't a monster.
Were you?
I sometimes feel like one.
Is that why you uncovered his body? Would this be a chapter in your book, Abigail?
No. Neither would killing Nick or you helping me hide the body.
There's always an addendum.
FBI already asked their questions. I answered them. I passed.
With Jack Crawford's attention.
You're right. I opened the door. I can't control what comes through it, but this time I could control when. I'm not afraid of them finding Nicholas Boyle anymore. He's been found.
You betrayed my trust. You jeopardized my life as well as your own. I deserve more than that. I need to trust you, Abigail. What if I can't?
Joel Summers, the headpiece of our totem pole, was adopted after his parents died. Guess who Dad was?
Fletcher Marshall. Joel Summers is Joel Marshall.
We did a DNA comparison between Fletcher Marshall and Joel Summers. No match.
So Marshall's son wasn't his son?
Mom, Eleanor, was killed in the car accident 4 years after Fletcher was killed.
Genuine car accident?
If she was murdered, she would have been on the totem pole.
Well, unless he loved her too much to disgrace her that way.
Was anyone ever convicted for Marshall's murder?
There was a man named Lawrence Wells who was questioned twice in 1973. Never charged, still lives in Grafton.
Fletcher Marshall was a crime of passion. It had something that none of the other murders had.
Motive.
It's open. Come in.
I'm unarmed.
So you were expecting us.
I had faith you'd find me,
And why's that, Mr. Wells?
because I let you. That last one was... Let's just say it's a good thing it was the last one. I don't have the fight in me anymore.
Are you confessing to the murder of Joel Summers?
And Fletcher Marshall. And 15 others. I assume you've counted them up by now.
So you killed Joel Summers just so he'd be caught.
Not just. I killed Joel Summers because he was never meant to be.
What reason did you have to kill the others?
I had every reason to kill the others. They just had no reason to die. They never saw me coming unless I wanted them to see me coming. I could wave at a lady and smile, chew the fat with her in church, knowing I killed her husband. There is something beautiful about that ball of silence at a funeral. All those people around you knowing that you made it happen.
You know, there's something beautiful about knowing that you'll spend the rest of your life in prison.
Do I look wealthy to you? Prison is going to be a luxury next to the kind of retirement home I can afford. And I certainly won't be forgotten there. I'm securing my legacy.
Well, that's one way to be remembered. No children to tell your story. Did Joel Summers remember his father?
Not anymore.
Did you have an affair with Eleanor Marshall before you murdered her? From your silence, I'm going to take that as a yes.
He was your son, Joel Summers.
What?
You thought the woman you loved was having Fletcher Marshall's baby when she should have been having yours, but you got it the wrong way around. Eleanor chose to raise him as Fletcher Marshall's child rather than yours. So maybe she saw what's in your heart.
You didn't secure your legacy, Mr. Wells. You murdered it.
In fact, your one act as a father was to destroy your son.
Killing somebody, it feels that bad. I'm worried about nightmares.
We'll help you with the nightmares. Hello, Will.
Abigail Hobbs killed Nick Boyle.
Yes, I know.
Tell me why you know?
I helped her dispose of the body.
Evidently, not well enough.
Have you told Jack Crawford?
No.
Why not?
Because I was hoping it wasn't true.
Well, now you know the truth.
Do I?
Everything you know about that night is true, except the end. Nicholas Boyle attacked us. Abigail's only crime was to defend herself, and I lied about it.
Why?
You know why. Because Jack Crawford would hang her for what her father's done. And the world would burn Abigail in his place. That would be the story. That would be what Freddie Lounge writes. Abigail is no more a killer than you are for shooting her father, or I am for the death of Tobias Budge.
It isn't our place to decide.
If not ours, then whose? Who knows Abigail better than you and I? Or the burden she bears? We are her fathers now. We have to serve her better than Garrett Jacob Hobbs. If you go to Jack, then you murder Abigail's future. Do I need to call my lawyer, Will? We can tell no one. we are doing here is the right thing. In time, this will be the only story any of us cares to tell. I feel terrible, Miss Lowndes. Never entered my head you might be a vegetarian. A lapse on my behalf.
Research always delivers benefits.
It contradicts a good story. Hell, publish it anyway.
Are you still angry I called you insane? The libel laws are clear, Mr. Graham.
Insinuation is such a gray area.
Insane isn't really black or white, is it? We're all pathological in our own ways.
No, you choose the version of the truth that suits you best and pursue it pathologically.
Everyone decides their own versions of the truth. I'm here because I want to tell Abigail's version of the truth.
See that you do.
I don't have anything to hide.
Everyone has something to hide. But I won't tell anything you don't want me to.
You must understand our concerns. We care about Abigail. Our only thought is to protect her.
She's already exposed. Her silence until now has been taken as guilt. This book is about her innocence. I want Abigail to have a future.
That's what we all want.
Well, we all want what's best for Abigail.
This is possibly the finest salad I've ever eaten in my life. Shame to ruin it with all that meat.
Will knows, doesn't he?
He knows you killed Nicholas Boyle, yes?
What am I gonna do?
You will keep our secret.
You don't know that.
He will keep it because otherwise the one good thing in his life is tainted. And he will lie to Jack Crawford about you, just as he has lied to himself. You're free, Abigail. No one will know what you did. And no one will know the truth you are trying to avoid. The one you cannot admit, even to yourself. I can't hear you.
I helped him. I knew what my father was. I knew what he did. I knew. I was the one who met the girls, talked to them, laughed and joked, found out where they lived, where they were going when they'd be alone. Girls that looked just like me. They could have been my friends. I couldn't say no to him. I knew. I knew it was them or me.
I wondered when you would tell me.
I'm a monster.
No. I know what monsters are. You're a victim. And Will and I, we're going to protect you.
Mind if I sit? Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks. I hate traveling by myself.
I love it.
Where are you going?
Home for the weekend.
Oh, how about you?
Previously on Hannibal. Abigail Hobbs killed Nick Boyle.
We can tell no one.
Feel my nerves clicking like roller coaster cogs, pulling up to the inevitable long plunge.
Quick sounds quickly ended.
Abigail Hobbs ended Nicholas Boyle like a burst balloon. She took a life.
You've taken a life.
Yeah, so have you.
You're grieving well. Not for the life you have taken, but for the life that was taken from you. If Abigail could have started over, left the horror of her father behind, so could have you. You could untangle yourself from the madness and the murder.
We lied for her.
We both know the unreality of taking a life. Of people who die when we have no other choice. We know in those moments, they're not flesh, but light and air and color.
Isn't that what it is to be alive?
Do you feel alive, Will?
I feel like I'm fading.
Have you experienced any further loss of time or hallucinations? I'd like you to draw a clock face. Numbered. Small hand indicating the hour, large hand the minute.
Why?
An exercise. I want you to focus on the present moment, the now. Often as you can, think of where you are. And when. Think of who you are.
7:16 p.m. Baltimore, Maryland. My name is Will Graham.
A simple reminder. A handle to reality for you to hold on to. I know you're alive.
Will.
What happened in there?
I got confused.
I've seen you confused and I've seen you upset, but I've never seen you afraid like this.
I'm an old hand at fear. I can manage this one. I just got disoriented. I can go back in.
I saw the look on your face when you came out of that room. Now, what did you experience in there that's got you mute all of a sudden?
I can see and hear better afraid. I just can't speak as concisely.
Will, you contaminated the crime scene. You've never done that before.
Thought I was responsible for it.
What are you saying? You thought that you killed that woman in there?
You know, sometimes with what I do...
What you do is you take all of the evidence available at a crime scene. You extrapolate. You reconstruct the thinking of a killer. You don't think of yourself as the killer.
I got lost in the reconstruction. Just for a second, just a blink.
I know you don't like to be the cause for concern, but I am officially concerned about you.
Officially?
Yes, that's right.
I thought the reason you had me seeing Dr. Lecter and not an FBI psychiatrist is so my mental well-being stays unofficial.
I just want to be careful with you. We don't want to break you here. Is that what's happening? Have I broken you?
Do you have anyone that does this better unbroken than I do broken?
Fear makes you rude, Will.
Her name was Beth LeBeau. She drowned on her own blood.
And what she didn't drown on is all over the floor and under the bed. She was trying to hide from him.
I dragged her there. He was waiting under the bed for her.
Fought to claw her way out.
He knew her. Someone who cared about her, or thought he did.
He cared too much.
So we're looking for boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, co-workers, guy who bags her groceries.
I've got a clean set of prints on the knife handle. I assume they're yours.
Sorry.
There's other dermal tissue, presumably from the killers. The skin is so diseased or damaged, didn't leave any useful prints.
Victim scratched her killer deep enough to pile tissue under the fingernails. Never drew blood.
Why didn't he bleed?
After he cut up the victim's face, looks like he was trying to pull her skin back.
Like he was removing a mask. I still have the coppery smell of blood on my hands. I can't remember seeing the crime scene before I saw myself killing her.
Those memories sank out of sight, yet you're aware of their absence.
There's a grandiosity to the violence that I imagined that feels more real than what I know is true.
What do you know to be true?
I know I didn't kill her. I couldn't have, but I remember cutting into her. I remember watching her die.
You must overcome these delusions that are disguising your reality. What kind of savage delusions does this killer have?
It wasn't savage, it was lonely. It was desperate, sad. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I looked right through me, past me, as if I was just a stranger.
You have to honestly confront your limitations with what you do and how it affects you.
If by limitations you mean the difference between sanity and insanity, I don't accept that.
What do you accept?
I know what kind of crazy I am, and this isn't that kind of crazy. This could be seizures. This could be a tumor. A blood clot.
I can recommend a neurologist. But if it isn't physiological, then you have to accept what you're struggling with is mental illness.
You're in very good hands. Dr. Lecter here is one of the sanest men I know.
I would agree. Dr. Sutcliffe and I were residents together at Hopkins.
Another life ago, back when you weren't afraid to get your hands a little dirty.
I was always drawn to how the mind works. I found it much more dynamic than how the brain works.
The projected image is more interesting than the projector, until, of course, the projector breaks down. So, Will, these headaches, when did they begin in earnest?
2 to 3 months ago.
About the time Will went back into the field, which is when I met him.
And the hallucinations?
I can't really say when they started. I just slowly became aware that I might not be dreaming.
It's encephalitis.
That's your pre-diagnosis?
Yes.
Based on?
I could smell it.
So your sense of smell has gone from calling out a nurse's perfume to diagnosing autoimmune disease.
He started sleepwalking and I noticed a very specific scent.
And what exactly does encephalitis smell like?
It has heat, a fevered sweetness.
If you suspected, why didn't you say something?
Had to be sure. Symptoms began slowly and gradually worsened. And yesterday, I asked him to draw a clock. This is what he drew.
Huh. Spatial neglect. Headaches, disorientation, hallucinations, altered consciousness. It's all the telltale signs.
It is so rare to be able to study the psychological effect of this type of malady on a person's mind.
It's more rare still to be able to study the neurological effects.
A doctor has to weigh the ultimate benefit of scientific study. Even in these terms, we know so little about the brain. There are great discoveries to be made.
right side of his brain is completely inflamed. It's anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis. The symptoms are only going to get worse.
I know. It's unfortunate for Will.
What do you smell on me?
Opportunity.
We didn't find anything abnormal. No vascular malformations, no tumors, no swelling or bleeding, no evidence of stroke. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with you neurologically.
So what I'm experiencing is psychological.
Well, brain scans can't diagnose mental disorders. They can only rule out medical illnesses like a tumor, which can have similar symptoms. Look, we'll run some more tests. We'll take some more blood samples, but I imagine they'll prove to be just as inconclusive.
You knew from the moment you walked into his classroom that you were putting Will in a potentially destructive environment.
I had 8 college girls dead in Minnesota. Will caught their killer for me.
He also caught that killer's disease. He can't stop thinking about what it is to take a life.
Well, I'd rather he go a little mad than other innocents lose their lives, and I think he would feel the same way.
Will is an innocent.
Yes, he is. I mean, Will is genuine. He'll survive anything I can put him through. He will always fight his way back to himself.
Not always. So far. He saw a neurologist today. They found nothing wrong with him. He was very upset by that.
You're saying he wanted something to be wrong?
I think he wanted an answer that wasn't mental illness.
You think he's mentally ill?
The problem Will has is too many mirror neurons. Our heads are filled with them when we are children. Supposed to help us socialize and then melt away. But Will held on to his, which makes knowing who he is a challenge. When you take him to a crime scene, Jack, the very air has screams smeared on it. In those places, he doesn't just reflect. He absorbs.
1:17 a.m.
We're in Greenwood, Delaware. And my name is Will Graham. And you're alive. If you can hear me, you're alive.
Why did you call me? Why not Jack? Why not the police?
Called you because I'm not entirely sure what I saw was real.
Then let's prove it.
I grabbed her arm, and an entire layer of dead skin separated from the underlying tissue, like she was wearing a glove.
That's why she doesn't bleed.
Right, there's no circulation. There's nothing alive in the tissue to bind it.
What did you do with it?
I don't know.
You can't remember? Could be a staphylococcal infection, that or leprosy.
Her eyes were discolored. She was malnourished, jaundiced. Her liver was shutting down. She was deranged.
So she mutilated a woman's face because she thought it was a mask.
She can't see faces. If she did kill Beth LeBeau, she might not even know she did it.
Then why did she come back?
To convince herself she didn't.
Is that why you came back?
If I wasn't clear on that issue, I know I didn't kill Beth LeBeau. I just want to know who did.
Me too. You're the subject of a lot of speculation at the Bureau.
Oh yeah, what are they speculating?
That Jack pushed you right up to the edge, and now you're pushing yourself over.
This killer can't accept her reality. I can occasionally identify with that. That said, I feel relatively sane. It's 7:05 p.m. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. My name is Will Graham.
Thank you for humoring me.
I feel like I'm seeing a ghost.
Regarding this killer or yourself?
Both?
Well, she's real. You know she's real. There's evidence. When you found her, your sanity did not leave you.
Time did.
You lost time again. I spoke to Dr. Sutcliffe. We briefly discussed the particulars of your visit. Would you like to discuss them with me?
There are no particulars. He didn't find anything wrong.
Then we keep looking for answers. Perhaps you would permit me to run some tests of my own.
You wouldn't publish anything about me, would you, Dr. Lecter?
If there were ever anything that might be of therapeutic value to others, I'd abstract it in a form that would be totally unrecognizable.
Just do me a favor and publish it posthumously.
After your death or mine?
Whichever comes first.
Have you considered Cotard syndrome? It's a rare delusional disorder in which a person believes he or she is dead.
You talking about the killer or me?
The killer, of course.
Oh, of course. She couldn't see the victim's face, or she was trying to uncover it.
The inability to identify others is associated with Cotard's. There's a misfiring in the areas of the brain which recognize faces, and also in the amygdala, which adds emotion to those recognitions. Even those closest to her would seem like imposters.
So she reached out to someone she loved, someone she trusted. She felt betrayed, became violent.
She can't trust anything or anyone she once knew to be trustworthy. Her mental illness won't let her.
We matched tissue samples from the crime scene to your daughter's medical records.
I was almost relieved when I got that phone call. I thought that you'd found her and she was, would be at peace.
You thought she might be dead.
Well, that makes me sound like a horrible mother. I tried to be a good mom. I tried to do everything that I could. I just don't want her to be in pain.
No one's doubting your dedication to your daughter, Mrs. Manchin.
How well did she know Beth LeBeau?
They were best friends. They went to school together until it was unsafe for Georgia to go to school.
When did you first recognize that your daughter was struggling with mental illness?
When she was 9, and she told me that she was thinking about killing me and said that she was already dead.
What sort of symptoms did she have?
She had seizures, hallucinations, psychotic depression. I was grateful when she was catatonic.
Was she ever violent?
Sometimes.
What did her doctor say?
Not much. She spent months at a time in the hospital. Blood tests and brain scans, and all of them inconclusive. They could never tell me what was wrong.
You still don't know?
They would just say it was this or it was that. You know, they're just always guessing. And I did my own research. I wrote down every word that the doctors said, the different terminology. Learned a lot. But mostly what I learned is how little is actually known about mental illness. All they know, it's rarely about finding solutions. It's just more about managing expectations.
Managing your expectations.
Changing my expectations. You know, when Miriam last died, I had to come back here to this office to pack up. But that got to be too overwhelming. I thought I should just leave, seeing as how I had gotten a trainee killed. That lack of leadership on my part, that was my responsibility.
You didn't kill Miriam last, the Chesapeake Ripper did.
It didn't feel that way to me. I pulled her out of a classroom, like I pulled you out of a classroom.
Oh, she was a student. I'm a teacher.
I'm still just as responsible for you as I was for her.
I'll take my own responsibility.
Well, not for me, you won't. We can do it together. I broke the rules with Miriam. I encouraged her to break the rules. I am breaking the rules with you now.
By letting an unstable agent do field work?
Special agent. That means you represent the FBI. You still represent me.
Have I misrepresented you, Jack?
No. But you have me curious. Why are you still here when the both of us know that this is bad for you?
Do you want me to quit?
No. No, you had an opportunity to quit. You didn't take it. Why not? Let me tell you what I think. I think that the work you do here has created a sense of stability for you. Stability is good for you, Will.
Stability requires strong foundations, Jack. My moorings are built on sand.
I'm not sand. I am bedrock. When you doubt yourself, you don't have to doubt me, too.
The jamón ibérico. Still love your little rare treats, don't you, Hannibal? More expensive and difficult they are to obtain, the better.
It's a distinction that adds an expectation of quality.
Not always.
For Iberico, only a few thousand are selected each year. But it's the pig. Once fattened and slaughtered and air-cured, really superior to any other pig. Or is it simply a matter of reputation preceding product?
It's irrelevant. If the meat eater thinks it's superior, then belief determines value.
A case of psychology overriding neurology.
So we know how Iberico gets his pigs. How did you get yours?
Are you referring to Will Graham?
We know you're fond of the rarefied. What makes him so rare?
Will has a remarkably vivid imagination. Beautiful. Pure empathy. Nothing he can't understand, and that terrifies him.
So you set his mind on fire.
Imagination is an interesting accelerant for a fever.
So, how far does this go? Do you put out the fire? Or do you let him burn?
Will is my friend. We will put out the fire when it's necessary.
He has asked for more tests.
Now that we have confirmed what it is, it'll be easier to hide from him.
Put these in. It'll be over before you know it.
Dr. Sutcliffe?
You're clean. You couldn't have done this without getting something on you, and there's nothing on you.
I don't feel clean.
The murder weapon has the same sort of diseased or damaged tissues that we found at Beth LeBeau's house.
What's this guy got to do with the other victim?
Just me.
What do you remember?
I remember coming here, going into the MRI, getting out, and finding Dr. Sutcliffe's body.
No confusion?
Well, not that I'm aware of.
Was your Dr. Sutcliffe in the habit of seeing patients after hours when he's the only one in the office?
He was very accommodating.
Georgia Madchen followed you here, and while you're ticking away in the MRI, she does this to your doctor. Why him?
She can't see faces. Maybe she thought he was me.
All right, while we're at it, why you?
I don't know. I have a habit of collecting strays. I told her, tried to tell her. The night I saw her, I tried to tell her she was alive. Maybe she heard me. Maybe that hadn't occurred to her in a while. Think of who you are. It's midnight. You're in Wolf Trap, Virginia. Your name is Georgia Madchen. You're not alone. We are here together.
Am I alive?
She'll recover?
Risk of infection is high. She's lost most of the vital fluids, even some bone mass. She's being treated like a burn victim.
But she'll recover mentally.
She has Cotard syndrome. Almost all sufferers of this delusion recover with treatment. In extreme cases like this one, electroconvulsive therapy. I'm more concerned about Will.
Thought you'd be more concerned about your colleague, Dr. Sutcliffe.
I am grieving Dr. Sutcliffe, but Will is very much alive. He's still desperate for an explanation that can make everything right again.
I'm pretty desperate for some explanations myself. Really want to talk to this young woman when she comes to. How much do you think she'll remember?
I sincerely hope for her sake she doesn't remember much. Previously on Hannibal.
You're quite the topic of conversation in the psychiatric circles. The reason you failed to capture the Chesapeake Ripper is I already had him.
I did it. Miriam Lass is dead. The Chesapeake Ripper is making it very clear that someone is plagiarizing his work.
Is it possible you inadvertently planted the suggestion in Gideon's mind that he was the Ripper?
Psychic driving is unethical.
I have feelings for you. I can't just have an affair with you.
Why?
I think you're unstable.
You're the subject of a lot of speculation at the Bureau. The Jack pushed you right up to the edge, and now you're pushing yourself over.
What happened in there?
The common mind.
I have no interest in understanding sheep, only eating them. Kudal, a South Indian curry, made from sheep, of course. Bathed in a coconut coriander chili sauce.
It feels like a Last Supper.
You're not the only psychiatrist accused by a patient of making them kill. Poke around a psychopath's mind, bound to get poked back.
What would you do in my position?
Deny everything.
I thought psychic driving would have been more effective in breaking down his personality.
Psychic driving fails because its methods are too obvious. You were trying too hard, Frederick. If force is used, the subject will only surrender temporarily. Once a patient is exposed to the method of manipulation, it becomes much less effective.
When Dr. Gideon began to suspect he was being pushed.
He pushed back. The subject mustn't be aware of any influence.
So, you get to dress up and I don't? This might affect how well my testimony goes over with the judge.
Testimony speaks for itself.
Frederick, don't look so worried. I forgive you your trespasses.
What trespasses are those?
You made me kill the nurse. I take responsibility for killing my wife and her family. The nurse is your fault.
I cannot accept responsibility for your actions, Abel.
Au contraire, it's why I'm suing you. You made me think I was somebody else. And now, who knows what I'm thinking?
Dr. Gideon, you told me you were the Chesapeake Ripper.
Dr. Chilton, you told me I was the Chesapeake Ripper, and that's what I'm going to tell everyone.
See you in court.
Married? You married? You married. How long you married? That long. Regarding divorce, not that you're getting one, They can see the clock in your eyes. Word of advice, it's easier just to kill him. Kill him, kill everyone at the table. Less paperwork. Worked for me. I'm doing okay. Your wife's probably fantastic. My wife, horrible. Maybe I'm not supposed to be in a relationship. There's people like that. How do you keep those whites so clean? That's always amazes me.
Need is one hand free.
So does Abel Gideon still believe that he's the Chesapeake Ripper?
Abel Gideon is having a difference of opinion about who he is. The man who escaped from that van was not in the same state of mind when he did this.
We took a uniform, police radio, 2 9mm handguns, pepper spray, taser, and handcuffs.
Well, it's what he didn't take.
He hung the organs from the branches with the vein from the victims.
He even tied little bows with some of them.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Chesapeake Ripper would not have left the organs behind.
Well, if Gideon isn't Chesapeake Ripper, he's certainly trying to get his attention.
Local PD picked up a foot trail leading out of the woods. Boot soles are consistent with the ones we found at the crime scene.
How fresh are the tracks?
2-3 hours old.
Which direction they headed?
Back to Baltimore.
I suppose this is my fault, too?
You did dodge a bullet. Gideon's escape forgoes a trial and a very public humiliation for you.
And now you are hosting a private one. Next, you'd be accusing me of arranging his escape.
No one's making that accusation.
If we're tossing around the blame, Dr. Bloom, you would do your fair share. You planted the idea that I was unethically manipulating Gideon.
Well, according to Gideon, you weren't.
After you told him I was. You thought I was manipulating him? He was manipulating you.
You were pushing him.
He gave me informed consent to treat him. Said that he was grateful for my help in understanding who he is.
Did you help him understand?
He was not insane when he killed his wife. Killing her drove him insane. I did not convince him that he was a serial killer. I just reminded him of the fact.
Gideon is not the Chesapeake Ripper, although he might have thought he was under your care, Doctor.
Whether he is or he isn't doesn't really matter right now. If he thinks he is, or even if he's confused on that issue, he will kill again.
I hope he does not, for your sake. Cannot imagine how you would sleep with that on your shoulders. Cannot imagine how you would sleep with that on your shoulders.
How did you sleep when Gideon killed your nurse?
What does Gideon want?
The last thing Abel Gideon said to me is that he intends to tell everyone that he is the Chesapeake Ripper.
Our fugitive is Abel Gideon, transplant surgeon. Convicted in the first degree in the murders of his wife and her family. Institutionalized at the Baltimore State Hospital for the Criminally Insane, where he killed a nurse and claimed to be the Chesapeake Ripper. Dr. Gideon escaped this morning after killing 3 people. He is armed and dangerous. He is believed to be at large free in the murder of his wife and her family. Institutionalized at the Baltimore State Hospital for the Criminally Insane. He is dangerous. This morning, you are armed and you are extremely dangerous. Institutionalized at the Baltimore State Hospital for the criminally insane. What kind of crazy are you? You kill. You will kill again.
What did you see?
A thicket of antlers. All I heard was my heart. Dim, but fast. Like footsteps fleeing into silence. I don't know how to gauge who I am anymore. I don't feel like myself. I feel like I have been gradually becoming different for a while. I just feel like somebody else.
What do you feel like?
I feel crazy.
That is what you fear most.
I fear not knowing who I am. That's what Abel Gideon's afraid of, isn't it? He's like a blind man. Somebody got inside his head and moved all the furniture around.
I imagine Abel Gideon would want to find the Chesapeake Ripper to gauge who he is and who he isn't. Well, you have me as your gauge.
Gideon didn't leave a manifesto. We confiscated all correspondence from his outside admirers. We're going through everything now.
Good. Any secret communiques or coded messages written in bodily fluids or anything else, we'll find them.
You won't find anything. Whatever's going on with Gideon, it's in his head.
Well, there's not much left in these heads. All organ removal was done post-mortem, including the transorbital lobotomies.
It wasn't technically a lobotomy. He didn't remove any of the brain. He just scrambled them.
Went in through the top of the eye socket.
Well, it wasn't a lobotomy.
Why remove all of the other organs from the bodies and leave them intact and just scramble the brains?
It's what they did to him.
It's what who did to him?
Dr. Chilton, every psychiatrist and PhD candidate who attempted any kind of therapy, pushed him, prodded, gave him tests, told him who he was, who he wasn't.
All right, I want a list of every therapist, every doctor, any kind of psychiatric professional that worked with or talked to Dr. Gideon.
Alana Bloom will be on that list.
Are you my protective custody?
You heard.
I heard I get an armed escort until Gideon's apprehended.
You'll have a real FBI agent, not a teacher with a temporary badge.
Too bad. Would have been fun to cozy up with your dogs in front of a space heater.
Don't need protective custody to cozy up with my dogs. Or me, for that matter. I just need a little more, stability on my part.
You're really warm.
Yeah, I tend to run hot. Yeah, they say stress raises body temperature.
Maybe you should take an aspirin.
Way ahead of you.
They're gonna kill Gideon, aren't they?
Whatever happens to him has nothing to do with you.
Gideon can't be completely responsible for his actions if he was subjected to an outside influence.
Or like, Chilton telling him he's the Chesapeake Ripper.
Like me, telling him he's not in a state of mind to know who he is.
Well, he's gonna want somebody to tell him who he is, and I think he'll be looking for the Ripper to do that.
What do you think will happen if Gideon finds the Chesapeake Ripper?
Chesapeake Ripper will kill him. He took credit for his work. The Ripper would consider that rude.
Freddie Lance.
My name is Paul Carruthers. I'm a psychiatrist. I read your article on Abel Gideon.
And I yours, Dr. Carruthers.
So you're aware of my work?
I found your paper on narcissistic personality disorder insightful, especially as it pertains to your opinions of Abel Gideon.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you.
You calling about his escape?
Well, yes. I'd like to collaborate on an article I'm writing for the Journal of Abnormal Psychology.
You want a writing partner?
Could we meet?
Hello? Dr. Carruthers?
Miss Lowndes, come on in. Now, you wrote in your tabular archive that the Chesapeake Ripper once removed a man's tongue and used it as a bookmark for his Bible. They call this the Colombian necktie. What do you think?
Dr. Paul Carruthers wrote an article for the Journal of Criminal Psychology in which he described Dr. Gideon as being a pathological narcissist who suffers from psychotic episodes.
Let's hope he got some satisfaction from being proved right.
I think this is about more than just getting the Chesapeake Ripper's attention.
Gideon's mind was dissected by psychiatrists, and as a surgeon, he is applying his own skill set. Gave you something better to do with your tongue than wag it?
That's not how he died. Drained him till his heart stopped.
Got a little on his collar. Other than that, didn't spill a drop.
That's because it's all in here. 4.5 liters all packed in ice.
Please deliver it to the Red Cross.
That's considerate.
He's peacocking for the Ripper.
This is like flowers and chocolate before a first date.
How is this news already?
Somebody from the Baltimore PD must have taken a picture of their phone and sold it to Tattle Crime.
Photo was taken before the blood was put on ice. Dr. Gideon was still here.
He has Freddie Lowndes.
You might be working out the emergency exits, or at least considering them. Let me just tell you, there are 3. They're all terribly locked down. Now, this relationship between you and me, this can do us both some good.
I could write a big story on you. Anything you want to say.
I did enjoy the article you wrote about the poor nurse who were killed. But it didn't really seem like genuine Freddie Lowndes.
Jack Crawford told me to write it.
Of course he did.
To flesh out the Chesapeake Ripper.
And flushed out he was. Why, he waved Jack Crawford's dead trainee's arm around his head, right here like a flag in this very room.
Aren't you the Chesapeake Ripper?
Miss Lowndes, I might be slightly fuzzy in this area, but there's no need to patronize me.
I'm sorry.
It's like remembering something from your childhood, and you're not sure if it's your memory or a friend's memory. And then you realize, sadly, it's just some photo in an old book.
You're waiting for the Chesapeake Ripper to come back here.
Let's hope he gets the invitation. There's one thing we know about your writing. He is an avid fan.
Dr. Carson Nahn. He's the psychiatric attending at Western General. He interviewed Dr. Gideon for the same psychopathy survey I participated in 2 years ago.
Total frenectomy. Webbing under the tongue, even the connective tissue all the way into the throat is cut free and pulled through for the desired effect.
Still no word from Dr. Gillen.
He hasn't answered his phone since yesterday. Didn't show up to work today.
Gideon wants to lure the Ripper. He's going to offer up the man who disrespected both their identities.
Every detail of Dr. Carruthers' murder, as described meticulously in Freddie Lowndes' article, has been faithfully reproduced, except for one.
What's different about Carson? Why amputate his arm?
Freddie write anything about this?
Not that I know of, no.
Abel Gideon didn't kill this man. The Chesapeake Ripper did.
You said the Chesapeake Ripper would want to kill Gideon for taking credit for his work.
But Gideon isn't alone anymore, and the Ripper isn't going to risk exposure. So no, he's telling us where to catch him. Actually, he's telling you.
Me.
Where's the last place you saw a severed arm, Jack?
With experience, I have found surgeries are best performed on the local anesthetic or epidural, with the patient awake. Reminds me there's a real person here entrusting me with their life rather than a lump of meat that I'm about to reorganize. And in this instance, I would like to see the look on your face.
Please. You're not the Chesapeake Ripper.
You got inside my mind, Frederick. It's only fair I get inside your belly. This is, of course, Freddie Lowndes, who you know. She will be assisting me today, or assisting you, by manually pumping the ventilator should you stop breathing.
Oh, my God.
real Chesapeake Ripper is a collector of surgical trophies. I'm gonna leave him a little gift. In fact, I'm gonna leave him a gift basket. It is truly amazing how many organs the body can offer up before it really begins to suffer. All right, stay awake now. Come on, Frederick. I'm gonna ask you to hold a few things. What next?
I want you to wait outside.
That's probably best. You look like hell, Will.
I feel like hell. Actually, no, I feel fluid. Like I'm spilling. Must have come down with something. I hope it's not contagious.
Look, this work that we do, it will compromise your immune system if you allow it. You gotta keep things in perspective. You gotta keep yourself in perspective.
Myself is a little hazy at the moment.
You gotta start taking better care of yourself.
Build my resistance.
You just can't take it all in. You've got to let go of as much of it as you can. You just gotta let go.
It's hard to shake off something that's already under your skin.
Mark.
Gideon's gone. He's still alive.
I need medical in here now!
I was expecting the Chesapeake Ripper. Or are you he?
Turn around, don't look at me.
You are looking a little peaky, Mr. Graham. If you don't mind my saying. I may be crazy, but you look ill.
Drive.
Who is your doctor?
I'm having a hard time thinking. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't know what's real.
It's 7:27 p.m. You're in Baltimore, Maryland, and your name is Will Graham.
No, I don't care who I am. Just tell me if he's real.
What do you see, Will?
Garrett Jacob Hobbs. Who do you see?
I don't see anyone.
No, he's right there.
There's no one there, Will.
No, you're lying.
We're alone. You came here alone. Do you remember coming here?
Please don't lie to me.
Garrett Jacob Hobbs is dead. You killed him. You watched him die.
What's happening to me?
Will, you're having an episode. I want you to hand me the gun. Will, I want you to hand me your... Will? He's had a mild seizure.
That doesn't seem to bother you.
I said it was mild. Are you the man who claimed to be the Chesapeake Ripper?
Why do you say claimed?
Because you're not. You know you're not, and you don't know much more about who you are beyond that.
Are you the Ripper?
A terrible thing. To have your identity taken from you.
Well, I'm taking it back. One piece at a time. You should see the pieces I got out of my psychiatrist.
Alana Bloom was one of your psychiatrists, too. Is that right?
Yes, Dr. Bloom.
I can tell you where to find her. Well, can you hear me? Repeat after me. My name is Will Graham.
My name is Will Graham.
Raise both of your arms. More. More. Good. Although you may not feel like it, I need you to smile. Good. It wasn't a stroke. You may have had a seizure. Tell me the last thing you remember.
I was with Garrett Jacob Hobbs.
You have a fever. You were hallucinating. You thought he was alive. Here, in the room with you.
I saw him.
He's a delusion disguising reality. Don't let that let you slip away. You killed Garrett Jacob Hobbs once. You can find a way to kill him again.
Where are you going?
Abel Gideon is still at large. He mutilated Dr. Chilton. They found him, clinging to life. I'm worried about Alana. No. Well, you're in no state to go anywhere but the hospital. I'll call Jack. Tell him where you are.
Who are you now?
Now I'm you. We're both here looking at her. I wonder if then you would finally understand what you've become.
They will be sewing up Dr. Chilton until the morning. That is, if he makes it through the night.
At least Will remains in one piece. For now. His temperature is 105. White blood cell count is twice normal, and they still can't identify the source of his infection.
They will.
You seem confident.
I am. Even with a temperature of 105 degrees, Will was able to bring Gideon down. I told you he'll be fine.
Jack, I would recommend you suspend his license to carry firearms.
You and I are just gonna have to have a difference of opinion about who Will is, Doctor.
I know who Will is. Will knows who he is.
Yes.
But our experiences shape us, Jack. How is this experience going to shape Will? Will Graham is troubled.
And that troubles you? Beyond a professional concern for a patient?
I see his madness and I want to contain it. Like an oil spill.
Oil is valuable. What value does Will Graham's madness have for you?
You're suggesting I'm more fascinated with the madness than the man.
Are you?
No. He realized early on that he saw things differently than other people, felt things differently.
So did you?
I see myself in Will.
Do you see yourself in his madness?
Madness can be a medicine for the modern world. You take it in moderation, it's beneficial.
You overdose and it can have unfortunate side effects.
Some side effects can be temporary. They can be a boost to our psychological immune systems to help fight the existential crisis of normal life.
Will Graham does not present you with problems from normal life.
No, he doesn't.
What does he present you with?
The opportunity for friendship.
He is still your patient, Hannibal. Where Will Graham is concerned, if you feel the impulse to step forward, you must force yourself to take a step back.
Just watch him lose his mind.
Sometimes all we can do is watch.
Previously on Canada.
You think this was a copycat?
I almost feel like you look pretty.
Must be all the oxygen. They say what's wrong with you?
Not just the fever. I'm trying to find out what else.
They won't find anything. They'll keep looking, keep taking tests, keep giving false diagnosis, bad meds, but they won't find out what's wrong. They'll just know that you're wrong. I hope you have good insurance.
I do too.
They're going to give me shock treatment. Electroconvulsive therapy is what it's called. Shock treatment sounds nicer.
People who have what you have can recover with shock treatment.
You know how many times I've been told I could recover with treatment? He said I might remember what I did. But I don't want to remember.
You know what you did, Georgia.
But I don't remember it. Feels more like a horrible dream where I killed my friend.
You dream about killing anybody else?
I dream you killed that doctor. That I couldn't see your face.
Smells delicious.
Silky chicken in a broth. A black-bone bird, prized in China for its medicinal value since the 7th century. Wolfberries, ginseng, ginger, red dates, and star anise.
You made me chicken soup.
Yes. The nurses tell me you've been wandering, Will.
I was awake and wandering with purpose and good intentions.
Visiting that unfortunate young woman suffering from delusions.
She's my support group.
And I hope you're hers. Nothing more isolating than mental illness.
The hallucinations, the loss of time, sleepwalking. Could that have all just been the fever?
Fevers can be symptoms of dementia. Dementia can be a symptom of many things happening in your body or mind that can no longer be ignored, Will.
Does Jack know?
That this could be more than a fever, no. I haven't told him.
Shouldn't you?
Not until we know for certain. What we must do now is continue to support and monitor your recovery. This young woman you were visiting, how's her recovery?
I don't think she wants to recover. She's afraid to remember what she did.
Can't say I blame her.
firing. Horrible way to die.
There was a kid in Italy who was in one of these things. A spark of static electricity from his pajamas set it off. 2 cubic yards of oxygen suddenly became 2 cubic yards of fire.
Is it possible that she set the fire herself?
She wasn't wearing her grounding bracelet. This prevents the buildup of static electricity. She took it off.
Suicide by immolation?
She was facing 2 murder charges.
She wasn't suicidal, Jack. She was sick. I was here. I spoke to her.
Why did you speak to her?
Because I know how she felt.
She's a murder suspect. She tried to kill you. You're trying to be her friend. Impacts the case against her.
Well, the case against her doesn't really matter anymore, does it, Jack?
We could use the articles I wrote at the time of each of the murders as book chapter headings. The chapters themselves will be you telling your story, where you were and what you were thinking when one by one 8 girls, just like you, all over Minnesota were disappearing.
What are we gonna call it?
I thought about The Last Victim, but there is already a book about serial killers called The Last Victim.
Was it a bestseller?
Absolutely. Especially after the guy who wrote it killed himself.
Just as well. Wasn't really my dad's last victim anyway, was I?
Who was?
Marissa.
Marissa sure was killed by the copycat. So was Cassie Boyle.
I still blame my dad.
Blame him for Nick Boyle's death?
I blame Nick Boyle for Nick Boyle's death. He killed Marissa. He got what was coming to him.
Nick Boyle did not kill your friend.
And who did?
Better question is, who killed Nick? Nick Boyle was just a dumb kid who was really messed up because his sister was murdered. He wasn't a killer. I've interviewed enough killers to know one when I see one.
What gives them away?
A very specific brand of hostility. I see it every time I look at Will Graham.
He did kill my dad.
As far as I'm concerned, he killed Nick Boyle. He and Jack Crawford told everyone Nick was the copycat, and then someone murdered him for it.
You really don't think he did it?
Whoever killed Nicholas Boyle killed an innocent man. See?
What are you doing here?
Check myself out of the hospital.
Check yourself back in.
Fever broke.
I don't care.
Georgia Madchen didn't commit suicide, and whatever happened to her wasn't an accident.
I'm gonna have Z come down here and stick a thermometer in you, and if you've got a temperature higher than 99,
She was
then...
murdered, Jack.
By who?
By whoever killed Dr. Sutcliffe.
His blood was all over Georgia Madchen. Her DNA was all over him.
She told me there was somebody else there. She couldn't see his face.
There was somebody else there. It was Dr. Sutcliffe. She couldn't see his face because she'd cut it in half. Well, I understand. You're looking for an explanation that makes all of this okay.
No. I
Yes,
don't.
you
That
do.
is not what I want. Listen, something went wrong, and we will never know what that is. But for all of the doctors she saw, for all of the help she received, she was fighting that wrong alone.
There is nothing you could do about that.
All her adult life, this woman was misunderstood. What I can do is make sure that her death isn't misunderstood. She didn't kill herself. This wasn't an accident.
So we dismantled the oxygen chamber, see if anyone tampered with the wiring or even like a short circuit, but nothing.
So what sparked the fire?
Inconclusive, but...
Not conclusively inconclusive. Found this. Thought it might have been part of the bed or monitoring equipment, but mass spectrometers said it was celluloid plastic. They don't use plastic in those things.
Right. It generates static electricity.
Her hair was melted right in there, preserved like it was in amber.
Could it have been a plastic cone?
Static charge from a plastic comb in a highly oxygenated environment would be a powerful accelerant.
Anything combustible in there would combust.
You're holding the murder weapon.
Or whatever she used to kill herself. Yeah?
No. Will. Whoever killed Sutcliffe wanted to kill him how Georgia Madchen killed her victim, but not exactly how, correct?
Georgia Madchen carved up her victim's face. Sutcliffe was nearly decapitated at the jaw. I mean...
So she went further the second time. Serial killers often do that.
She was copied. Like, whoever killed Marissa Shore and Cassie Boyle wanted to copy how Garrett Jacob Hobbs killed his victims. But not exactly how.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that Dr. Sutcliffe was killed by Garrett Jacob Hobbs's copycat?
So was Georgia Madchen. Because he thinks she saw his face.
You said Nicholas Boyle was the copycat. His blood was on one of the victims. Nicholas Boyle is dead.
Well, then he isn't the copycat.
Could this be more than just a fever? Will is connecting murders that previously had no connections.
Beyond his involvement in the investigations.
That's right.
So you're wondering if the lines are blurring or if he's onto something?
I'm wondering all sorts of things. What's Will's relationship with Abigail Hobbs right now?
You think he's protecting her?
He has been ever since he shot her father. I just don't know from what.
I can't imagine he would hide anything criminal from you. I've only ever known Will as a man striving to be his best self.
You haven't known him that long. We both know him well enough to know he hasn't been himself.
He needs our support, whether or not mental illness is involved.
Mental illness? Is it really mental illness, Doctor, or is it just that his mind works so differently from most people's that we don't know what else to call it?
There are days when even Will doesn't understand his own thinking.
Dr. DeMaria, I'm Special Agent Jack Crawford with the FBI. I'd like to talk with you about a patient of yours.
Do you have a court order?
Well, I'd rather not get one if I don't have to.
So it's not an official inquiry?
Not yet. I'd hate to damage anyone's reputation unnecessarily.